So, welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there. We've just built up the entire gatehouse area. I do still need to put a gate in, and we've obviously still got some work to do up the top there. That's kind of just hollow behind there. I would absolutely love to fly up there so we can have a bit of a closer look. However, I have no rockets, and I have literally got 11 gunpowder left to my name. So, yeah, that's all going great for us. I've done a few other little bits in between sort of building that up and starting recording this clip. So I got a little villager breeder thing going on. I have set it up to be a double-sided one. I'm not entirely sure why I set it up like this, but I did. So at the moment it is blocked off from this side because, again, I don't really know. I don't know why I've chosen to do these things, but I have. Yeah, so this is just a real simple design based on Impulse SV's one. At the moment, I'm just letting the new villagers gather. There is a little baby one down there somewhere. Yep, you can see him just there. So this is working. These things aren't the quickest in the world. I think they produce like maybe 12 villagers per hour, something like that. But that's perfectly fine for us. It's just really going to help us get all of those redstone blocks in so that we can keep building this up. So redstone blocks, what I mean is glowstone, so we can make the redstone lamps. So you can see how much of it I've done so far. I still need to do that bit there, and all of that side's still dirt at the moment, so we need to get that bit changed up behind there. But at any rate, today I actually want to step away from this a little bit. I know we've only just really started working on it, and we've got a hell of a long way to go, which is part of the reason I want to step away from it, because we do have so much that we need to be doing here. What I actually want to get on with today is starting to build up like a little mini game sort of thing. It's not really, well, is it a mini game? I think it's more of a mini adventure type thing that I want to build up. Anyway, let's jump to the area that I want to build it and I can show you what I'm on about. This journey back to the mainland is a hell of a lot slower without the elytra. I've kind of just been using this as a flying tunnel. I think I should do something with this just to make it a little bit quicker. This portal here leads to another sort of end gateway, which is a little bit closer to where I've been building. So, oh, this is great. Yeah, let's just run. This is not the best place for this to be happening. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that end city is a little bit closer to where I'm building at the moment, and I think we can come up with a really cool design for an end portal room, so I'm kind of going to claim that one off myself. Anyway, let me get to this area. So I just figured I should stop off here to buy some rockets real quick, because I miss flying. We've got 10 diamonds left to our name, so we really need to get something going that's actually going to help us out here. So it's one stack for 1 diamond, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll keep us going for a little while. So now we have 5 diamonds left to our name, which is just dandy. Right, that can go there. And let's break this down and pop this back in here. While we're here, we might as well just have a quick look at our shops and see if we've sold anything. So the slime shop is a resounding no. And the gold shop is also a resounding no. And I might as well just give that horse armor away at this stage of the game. I don't think that's ever going to sell. And I'm not even going to bother checking the peddler's wagon. Right, to the area. So we claimed this little dark oak forest a little while ago, a couple of episodes back, I think it was. And originally what I wanted to do was this really sort of like natural aesthetic looking thing. But I've come up with a bit of a concept for like a mini game that I really, really want to build. It's more like an adventure, I suppose. It's going to be a tiered thing. There's not going to be a prize. It's kind of like a time trial sort of thing. And I think I will charge diamonds for people to play it because it's going to take me a long time to build and a lot of resources. And I need diamonds. Like, I really, really need diamonds, so we need to get onto that as soon as possible. So, yeah, I'm going to be building up a really, really large sort of structure here, and I think it's going to look really, really good when it's done. And then, yeah, it's going to take us a long time to get this done, because I really want to make this quite a large game. we don't actually have like a solid game district yet. And I know that building this here, I don't think this area is going to turn into a gaming district. And as I say, this isn't. Well, I suppose it is a mini game, really. But yeah, I want to build it here just because it's going to save me a bit of time. And as I say, we don't have an actual gaming district at the moment, but I am going to be taking up pretty much this entire space here. Hopefully the build's going to look really good, and then when we get to working on the inside and all of the other little bits that we're going to be doing with it, it should wind up being pretty cool. So I think the best thing for us to do right now is find a bed, go to sleep, and then we'll start building up the main structure in a time lapse. So yeah, let's get into that. We've got the main sort of facade of the build done now. It's looking pretty bland and pretty grey, but you know, I really like the way that it's actually sort of coming together. This big old block bit here, we're going to have like mountain going over the top of it, so we've got a lot of terraforming to do here. Uh, definitely, definitely going to take us a little while to get that done. Um, Probably would have been a bit better if I'd have pushed this side over to there a bit more, and then that may have made a bit more sense, but this feels a little bit more centralized. I'm going to be digging down all of this grass a few layers. Now, I haven't decided whether I want to go for a smoke effect or if I just want to use lava. I'm tempted to do the smoke. That's going to require lots of layers of glass, and basically, if I do it, it's going to be black or grey. I want it to look like a fog if I'm going to do it like that. So maybe grey would be better than black. Now, we've got a few bits sort of set up that I want to build. This is very heavily inspired by Dark Souls. I've been playing through Dark Souls 3 again with a friend at the moment, and yeah, my mind is just all over this sort of style of grayscale builds that are sort of maybe a little bit depressing, really. I mean, that's what Dark Souls is like. If you've ever played the game, then you know what I mean. The idea is it's supposed to make you feel a little bit uneasy the entire time, so it uses a lot of grayscale. Now, there's a couple of bits that we're going to be building up. On either side here, I'm going to be putting two dragon heads there. I played around for ages trying to come up with my own design, and yeah, I just really struggled. So I found a video. It's probably about 5 years old, and essentially we're pretty much just copying that design. So I will be putting a link in the description to the video that I got the design from. Um, Organics isn't really my thing. Like building dragon heads is, I've never really done it before. So maybe building it up, it'd be good practice for me to sort of get going with it. Um, yeah, and here, again, inspired by Dark Souls, I thought we could put the kiln of the first flame in. So we're gonna build up a flame there, and this is supposed to be like a sort of tomb. So essentially, it's like the tomb to the dragon slayer or something. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna call this. At the back here, we're gonna have a little elevator that takes you down into where the mini game's actually gonna be. And I missed a block. I knew I'd miss a block. Um, it's very, very elaborate to get into the mini game, but I just want to get the feel of it set up from the minute you walk through. So I think this is a pretty good idea. Um, yeah, so I'm probably just going to jump back into another real quick time lapse of me building this bit up, and then we can sort of build up the flame. I want to do it out of glass panes. Um, Again, building flames out of glass panes is not something I've ever done before, so we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully it works out. We shall see. But yeah, so let's just jump back into another quick time lapse of these two dragon heads being built up. I may have forgotten to push the record button for replay mods, so there is no time lapse of me building these guys up, but I have done it now. And how awesome do they look? It's such a cool design. As I say, I'll leave the link in the description. The actual design in the video is a little bit different to this, but yeah, I kind of just went with the way that I wanted it to look. So there's a few changes here and there, but nothing too drastic. It blends in a lot with the wall. So I'm considering swapping that out for stone, like just regular stone. But that also might wind up, when we've got the mountain going around it as well, that also might wind up blending in with that a bit too much. But we shall see. Yeah, as you can see, I've dug a very deep hole down. So we got to do a bit of work here. I am going to go for glass. So I need a load of black and grey, I think. Either that or dark grey, light grey. I think, yeah, probably 5 layers should be enough for what I want to do. So it'll go dark grey, light grey, white, light grey, dark grey, or dark grey, light grey again. One or the other. And that should be enough to make the effect look right. And then after that, we're just going to build up like the little mountain cliff sides from, what's it going to be, like 4 or 5 blocks up. So that should be pretty cool. Directly underneath this layer here, we're going to have like a little walkway that's underground. And I think what I'm going to do is make little breaks in this so that you can sort of see through and up into the surface as well, because I think that'd be pretty cool. But I want to keep that lower area looking really, really dark and all of that sort of stuff. Now, just one more quick thing to show you real quick. And yeah, how many times can we say quick? Quick. Yeah, so I built up this little flame out of just glass panes and different bits of glass. I think it looks okay. Could maybe make it look a bit better, but I think that'll do for now. I'm considering putting some like flags as well that are blowing in the same wind direction just for continuity's sake. That could wind up being pretty cool. So yeah, there is a lot to do in this project, and again, I think what I'm going to be doing is sort of flitting between here and my main base. So this is pretty much where I'm going to be leaving this one for now. I've got a load of sand that I need to smelt up into glass, and that's going to take time anyway. So I'm going to have to sort of go AFK and do that, but I've still got quite a bit of recording time for the day, so I don't really want to just waste it AFKing for sand when I can set my game up to do that and just walk away from it. So I think we're going to go back to our main base and see if there's anything we can sort of do over there. So I will catch you guys. Right, so let's assess the situation over here as to what's actually going on. We've got a little villager breeder down here, which is great, and you can see it working. He's just throwing his carrots over to these guys, and they're going to start breeding and make us more of these little babies. And this one has... oh no, I thought he disappeared then. He's just sort of chilling over here, which is cool. He's just going to keep collecting until his inventory is completely full, and then it's all going to wind up on the floor. So I might wind up just putting a minecart, hopper minecart underneath that, just to collect the carrot drops, because that would be handy. Now, we didn't actually get to do a flyby of this earlier on, did we? So if I come way up here, we can have a look at it from out here. Yeah, so you can sort of see the scale of everything that's going on here, which is pretty big. We've still got quite a bit of work left to do. I need to get the iron bars on the inside here, just to keep that open. And obviously those chains are there just to lift up what the door is going to be, because it's very big, so it's going to be very heavy. What we do need to do is carry these pillars here up and sort of like bring it back a bit and build up an actual room here. So this is going to be like a raised up platform so that you can get up to these arrow slits and actually see out. Other than that, this area is basically just going to be like, essentially the chains are going to go up, loop down, and we need to somehow create something that would make sense to be able to lift them. Not 100% certain if I've got enough room here, but we will see. Right, so what can we do? I guess what I'm going to do is just sort of close this area off. Is closing it off the right way to word it? Yeah, I'm just going to build up a bit more of this, and then we can jump in and have a quick look at that. And that probably will wind up being the end of the episode. I feel like we've made a hell of a lot of progress, and I've done a really large amount of building in this episode, so that's all great. Yeah, so let me just get that bit done and we can jump back and have another quick look. Right, so we've got the little doorways built up on either side now, and I've just kind of filled in all of the stone in this room. We really need to find a way to make this look a little bit more interesting. As I say, we're going to have like some little wooden raised up area here to get to the arrow slits. We've got the iron bars in to protect the big old chains that we got going on that are going to be used to raise the door up. I guess realistically, the door's actually going to have to come up completely into this area, so we'll probably wind up having like a gap or something somewhere. Not entirely sure where, but we'll work that out at some point. Damn it. the block fell down. Oh well. Right, so yeah, we need to find a really good way to get this entire area lit up. We've got some lighting going on in the form of sea lanterns behind there. I think there is sea lanterns behind those blocks as well. At least there definitely is down here. We've got to get all of the anvils in place along here just to make this bit look right. And we still need to sort that bridge out as well. This is our last firework rocket. So yeah, I really think this is starting to look really good now. Obviously, we've still got a hell of a long way to go. I haven't put a roof on there yet, but basically the mountaintop's going to be coming over the top of that. So this bit here is actually going to be partially covered by mountain. So it's going to be a bit like they've dug it out. I want to put a tower in on this side and do the same on that side as well, just mirroring it, just so there's a way up and down that's nice and easy. And that'll be accessible from the inside, not the outside. And we obviously need to work out what's going on along that way there. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. So that looks really cool like that. I love the glass effect. Sort of like creates like a fog or a mist or like a poison lake, stuff like that. It looks really good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We have done a lot of building today and we've got a hell of a lot done. And hopefully we can continue that progress in the next one. I'm probably going to hang around here a bit, get some villagers born up, and then just behind there I'm just going to put in some simple villager trading cells just for the basic stuff that I want and need. Obviously we need to catch ourselves a zombie as well, just to get them changed over before we update to 115, because we are still on 114 at the moment. I want to get as many emeralds out of them as I can using the books back into books. Books into emeralds. You know what I'm on about. I'm sure you know. But hey, look, there's a fox. Maybe we should grab a lead and steal him. But I've got no use for him right now. Anyway, yeah. Before I ramble on a bit too much, I am a bit tired at the moment, so I am getting very easily distracted, as you may be able to tell. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.